The Cobalt Corporation. Something about the mere mention of this name seemed to just ever so slightly send my shoulders upwards with a slight tension. The funny thing was, in all our travels and investigations, Boris and I never found any solid facts as to what they had to do with the island. We would see posters, letterheads, various signage markings, and of course cargo containers, but with one exception, never anything more than that. The exception came in the form of an incomprehensible experiment of some sort. The notes we found were tattered, incomplete, and really nothing but scraps, scribbled by the hand of a madman and referencing things that made no sense, all underlined with a palpable fear that sends chills up my spine whenever I think on it. The mere observation facility documents told us nothing concrete, but they did lead us to an epiphany that we needed to change our tactics. Finding answers on the island had yielded no real results, but perhaps if we could somehow contact the outside world, help would originate from elsewhere, from those, hopefully, less helpless than ourselves. With that in mind, Boris had the thought that perhaps the equipment left at the satellite dish could be used in some way. After all, it picks up signals from space, was his tenuous reasoning, but having no better option, I agreed with him. A bonus of going there was an area we could access using one of our green keycards. This had both Boris and myself a little excited. While we were here for answers that might lead us off the island, there was still this strange pull of loot that never seemed to fully go away. My pre-island memories may have faded with time, but I knew I had never been one to experience this greedy need to collect and consume. But for some reason here I did. The more my old life seemed to slip away, the more it seemed to be replaced with this desire to acquire. When the feeling was maybe strongest it had ever been, I looked into Boris' eyes, only to find he was already looking into mine, pleadingly. His look spoke volumes. Boris was no dummy. He knew this island had some effect on its inhabitants, and seemingly the longer we were exposed to it, the stronger the effects were. The pleading look screamed "help me" at my very soul, and I knew at that moment I loved this man, and that I was going to lose him. So lost in this moment, we heard the attack heli too late. Well, we called them the fashion police, for they seemed only to target those dressed in a certain way. That did not make them any less deadly. Ill-prepared and perhaps frazzled by the simultaneous realization of love and loss, before I knew it, we had both fired full rounds at the circling helicopter. Tears streaming down my face, I did not care when the world went bright white, then red, then black, as the rockets detonated at our feet, killing us both in a blaze of glory. I did not care, for I knew I would be back.